Celebra tu herencia hispana. We're celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month.
Please welcome Ms. Ana Maria Quintero Lowry, President and CEO of AMP International, as she speaks with today's spotlight on their journey to success.
Well, welcome back to our tribute to the Hispanic heritage. Today we have another wonderful representation of Hispanics that have been very successful in their own industry. And we have today invited Miss Veronica Montilla. Veronica is a senior interior designer from Ramksi and Company, one of the largest studios that work in hospitality, in the international airport, in the convention center, and many others. So Veronica, I am so glad you are here today with us. Thank you so much. We have enjoyed working with you and the rest of your team. We also love Argentina. So I hope you teach us a little about tango and all of that. So let's see. So actually, that was my first question. Where were you from? So I know you are from Argentina, but tell me a little more. Which part of Argentina? Some of the traditions. Tell me about it.
So I was born in Argentina in a little town called Villa Libertador San Martin.
Wow.
In Entre Rios. And actually, my mother's family is from Argentina, and my father's family is from Ecuador.
Oh, wow.
So we have a split, sort of a divided family. But yeah, so some of the traditions would include lots of wonderful family moments, friends, a lot of good food, a lot of soccer watching in the Mundial, things like that.
What about the delicious, famous churrasco?
Yes, for Christmas, that would not be uncommon to have el asado, chimichurri.
Oh, yes. My husband and I have been in Argentina twice, and we love the heart of the spirit of the Argentinian. We went to Caucete, which is a very small little town, based on all the wine. They are the producers of wine, so they all work on the vineyards, and it's so beautiful. They also say that they are kind of the European of Latin America. So I am so glad that you are not looking down on me, kind of looking at us like this, that you have a lot of pride. It's beautiful. Tell us about tango.
Tango, I don't know that I could tell you very much about tango because, I came to this, my family came to this country when I was 4 years old. So I believe, my parents listen to tango here and there, but they are, I didn't adopt the dancing.
Yes.
Actually, my husband and I took a class for our wedding to surprise our guests. But that's as much of tango as I can tell you about.
Is your husband from Argentina as well?
He's not. He's from the United States, and his family is Dominican and Puerto Rican.
Oh, wow.
So we have a big mix in our
We
house.
have the United Nations here,
too.
and we are celebrating the Hispanic. So you have the Papa La Moncaína from Ecuador, and you have the churrasco.
That's right.
And that is so awesome. So we will see what other culture is coming around your family. Tell us, Veronica, what has been one of the major factors for your success? You are very, very well known in the community for your interior design, senior interior design. You came from a large corporation studio, and then you joined about a year almost. Jennifer Ramski, a year and a half, Jennifer Ramski. You are the superstar there too. So tell us, what do you think is the fact that has made you that professional, that recognized?
I would hope that it is not being afraid of hard work and, putting in the time, creating community and relationships with coworkers, with clients. I would say that that's it. And knowing knowing that as a designer, you have a very unique perspective, a very different approach to a project, an interior design project, and just knowing the value of that voice.
Well, you mentioned one of the factors that we business coach, and it's about relationship. Mm-hmm. Relationship is the equity of any entrepreneur of any business. Mm-hmm. And definitely you have brought many relationships. Jennifer, who for all of you is the founder of Ramksi and Company, wonderful lady. I love her and appreciate very much her integrity, her love for her staff, and obviously her appreciation for you, Veronica, that you have brought big accounts to her studio. So thank you for the value of relationships, because that's what we love and we believe about too. Mm-hmm. Tell us some of the recognitions that you have received on your interior designer with Ramski or with your prior history. I know that you are very well known in the hospitality, in the healthcare industry. So which one of those areas do you enjoy the most?
That's a great question. It's hard to say which I enjoy the most. I enjoy challenges, and I think each one of those building types has their own challenges. I enjoy the amount of detail that you get into with healthcare, but I also enjoy the concept of experience and having touch points with the clients with hospitality. So I don't know that I can answer that question.
Well, I had a little taste of it yesterday when we were introducing you to our corporation, McDonald's. Mm-hmm. And it was very clear you made a beautiful presentation for them, showing all the experience that you are very modern in your style. Mm-hmm. It's not a typical interior design. Definitely, the love in the McDonald's is that you are not for the red and white roof, but when they show what they are looking for and you send your presentation, you truly match what they are looking for. So I am excited about that. It is wonderful to see how it's grown. When we go to the airport, we see part of the work. You have been in many of the, with Doug, in many of the sessions, the south part, or tell us a little more about that work.
Yes, so I believe Ramski is part of the design team, the architect director design team for the new terminal at the airport, which is ongoing. I think they're definitely under construction now, and we would be responsible for the interior design, which encompasses everything that you see and touch, and whether it be restaurants, waiting areas, the restrooms. So we get into a lot of detail.
It's so fascinating because the level of creativity that it requires, and also how you are making us more aware of what really an interior designer is. You have to be from the beginning of the design to build. Mm-hmm. It's not just that you come and put the earrings that we decorate ourselves. You have to bring the feeling, the concept, and that's something that for many of us is kind of abstract. Mm-hmm. So tell me a little more about that. How do you create a concept? How do you create that feeling?
Many times we listen to our clients. We gain insight on what they're trying to do, the goals they're trying to achieve, and then many times we tell ourselves a story, or we create a story, whether it's about the owner of the company specifically, or the heart and values of the company, and then sometimes we do have those moments where it's very abstract, but at some point you have to put a line on a paper. So after we develop that story or concept, then we try to put visuals together to represent that. then we build from there.
Well, I invited you to join me for a cafecito. And one of the projects that I cheers when you talk about concept is the one that you and your team did about Starbucks with the story of the coffee and the beans and the decoration. It was absolutely beautiful, Veronica. So thank you for that. Besides you and our generation, and I don't see our generation, and didn't mean to offend you because there's a major difference between my gray hair and yours, which is known.
It's there.
It's there. It's just a little. It's started to grow. So, but each one of us had sponsors, coaches, people that you learn from, and then you want to pass it forward. Why don't you share with us that? Who have you learned from? Who are some of the interior designers that had influence in you? And what are you doing to pass that into the community?
I would say for me, the interior design journey started in high school, actually.
Wow.
I think it was called home decorating. And I had a wonderful teacher. And we learned a lot about, actually we made models. We learned a lot about sort of pulling materials together and then visualizing it in space. And through my high school, local high school, Winter Park High School, I did an internship program in the summer, and I got to sit in and work in an interior design studio. And then I knew that it was something I wanted to, continue and seek in college. So in college, I went to the International Academy in Tampa, and I actually applied for a work study program, which meant you got to work and get paid, but also be a part of the program at the school. So I developed a relationship with the director, the chairperson, the professors, and that was a great, wonderful time in my life where you're learning so much, gaining so much experience from people who've been in the industry. And then after graduation, I took their advice and applied in many places. Ended up here in Orlando, and then it changes, and your mentors are within the company you work for, or actually your clients themselves teach you a lot. And for me, mentoring is critical. I still need to be mentored, but I'm also at a place where I do have some knowledge to share, and we have an internship program at Ramksi, and I also seek opportunities within the community to be able to. Interior design is an interesting skill set, so sometimes you can help a lot of different groups.
What I admire in you, Veronica, is that most of us know that we have two hemispheres in the brain. One is the creative and the other is the organizing. For me, you represent both because I have seen in you the character of a director, of a business owner, of a high-level senior leadership. People look up to you. You easily could be the next partner of a studio. So for me, it's like I admire that you have that balance between the creative aspect and the directive aspect. So is that something that you recognize yourself as well?
I think interior design is referred to as an art and a science. And awesome. I think that's exactly what you're talking about, where you do need to be able to hold very abstract concepts, but then hold to budget and meet very real expectations and schedules. So,
yeah. Congratulations. Well, we are coming quickly. The time passed so quickly. For our last question, Veronica, we are in a tribute of our Hispanic heritage. What does it mean to you when you say, I am a Hispanic?
It makes me so proud because I think it means I'm part of a beautiful, diverse, wonderful group of people, very special people on Earth. And we're a people made up of many peoples. So I think it makes us very open and able to appreciate other cultures.
So should we share and finish this time with a cheers for our culture? Salud. Thank you for joining us. Don't miss the next one. We will be bringing another special person who honors the tribute of being Hispanic and being a very successful. Congratulations, Veronica, for your success. We enjoy being a witness of that success.
Thank you.
Thank you to all of you who joined us this afternoon to listening to one more Hispanic who honor our culture. Until next.